There we go. That worked that time. Hello, welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. It is the 3rd of November. Joe, sorry, you're the 2nd, actually. Actually, technically, you're the 3rd. Was actually thinking about you today. I was thinking about putting up that antenna that you suggested that I bought a couple weeks ago, since I have the ground in now. But I got lazy and didn't do it. So hopefully that doesn't make me a bad person. I'm sure other things do. But good to see you guys in the chat. I might be going alone on this tonight. Sam's a little bit under the weather, and Seth has got to get up early he's volunteering at the New York City Marathon. What's up, Don? Nice to see you in there. From Minnesota. Hopefully you didn't get any snow in there a couple days ago, which I think you guys might have. What's going on there, Dustin? And everybody else watching, Michael, you have no antenna tonight. What? By the way, we got to do some work. If things get slow here, which they might, I don't. I have you in my logbook somewhere, and I don't have you written down for those dates, for those times. So I may have to go through again and see what's going on with that. Not all good here. Balmy and 50 degrees there in Minnesota. Minnesota? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got 6 notifications from you. So partly it's probably my fault because since I talk to you so often, I didn't actually put in the log. So I might have to skip those, unfortunately. So they're a couple weeks ago. I'm going to see how 20's doing right now. Who knows now? I wasn't doing very good the other day when I was on. But it's worth a try, right? 10 meter's been hopping on FT8. I didn't even try this yet. Does this work? Yes, it does work. All right. Sorry about that. I was going to put that up earlier. Let's see if I can find some voices here. Not too much noise today, which may mean nobody's either talking.
Is that correct?
Let's see if can make some contacts here.
Yes, I got your full-time press release this time. And can I have your name and location? My name is James. Juliet Alpha, Mike Echo Sierra, and I'm in Southern California. Can I have your name and state?
I was on there earlier. I saw Kazakhstan on 10 right before I got off, and then the band dropped as soon as it got dark here in Southern California. It's all right. Don't worry about it. So if you see me delete them, don't take it personal. Sorry. I should have logged them when I was talking to you, but...
Thank you so much, Dad. You know, you assume that it's about 5.5 and 5.6, but, you know, right at the...
Spain
right
Train Museum was on there, too. Interesting.
But now I just experienced the gray line propagation, and we are getting on the evening time propagation. Switching over to evening time propagation. Anyway, it's so nice that you got my signal all the way to...
Someone call and see... Let me see where this guy's at here.
And... Joseph, I hope you have such a wonderful weekend with your family.
He sounds
in Florida.
Japanese, maybe?
Florida,
maybe Japan, which I don't think I've made a voice contact yet on. So I'd love to do that, make a voice contact. I'll check that out in just a second there, Sean. Something else
Joseph, thank you so much for your 73, and I hope you have a wonderful holidays with your family, winter season 2023. Thank you. Kilo November 4, Oscar November Kilo. This is Whiskey 6 November Yankee Uniform 73.
Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf.
Echo Golf Golf, Echo Golf 4 full station. Can you come back?
Yes, this is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf. What's your call sign? I didn't catch that there. I'm in Southern California, United States.
Roger. Yes. Are you in Chino, California?
That's affirmative. Chino, California.
Yeah, I believe you are in Chino, California. Copy?
That's a yes. I'm in Chino, California.
Yeah, this is James. James in Chino here, W6NYU. I'm sometimes I was operating computer SSD. Copy?
Copy that. Yeah, I know you. This is Greg again. Nice to talk to you. I thought you were further. You sound like you're further away. Being on 20 meters, I thought you'd come in a little bit stronger, just down the road from you.
Yeah, Greg, really nice to hear your call sign, and I just recognize your call sign. I remember. How is everything? Are you still active on the 2-meter side band?
Yeah, I get on there sometimes. I have a lot of noise from my solar panels, but for the most part, if I do come on, it will be at night, and it doesn't sound like as many people on there now at night, so I haven't been on too much, but been playing with HF since I got my general. Over.
Roger. Fine business. Yes, I was operating 40 meter and 20 meter, 40 meter for almost 4 or 5 months, and all of a sudden that I found it out that 20 meter band condition is getting so much better than 40 meter, so I switched it over to 20 meter. And this year I made more than 1,500 contacts on the HF station. Copy?
Wow, that's very good. Being right down the road from you, do you have a lot of noise on the 40 meter band?
Yes, I do. I'm using the inverted T, gentle slope inverted T type of antenna. I put it right above my center bridge fence line, so I have a somehow noisy level. And one of my neighbor, he installed a solar panel on the opposite side of the street, so I get a little bit more noise than before. Copy?
Yeah, I totally understand there, man. 40 is almost unusable for me unless they're coming in 20 over. So, all right, there. You take care. I'm gonna go see if I can find some CQ here on 20 meters. I appreciate the contact there. I couldn't tell if you're from far away or near, but it's good to hear your voice again. It's been a couple months, but you take care. This is Greg, K6EGG. I'm going to be QSY on your final.
Roger, Fred. Yes, thank you. It's really nice to hear your voice, and I totally recognize your call sign too. Anyway, always, enjoy your hobby, ham radio. And I hope we meet again on this 20-meter band in the future again. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. This is W6NYU 73. Thank you.
Copy that, 73.
CQ.
So, yeah. Actually, I met him in person before. He's a very good dude. I probably should have put his call sign up here. But, yeah, he's a good dude. Right down the street from me in Chino Hills, just on the other. Actually, he's one hill over from me. I thought he was from further away, obviously because of his accent. I probably shouldn't have assumed that right away. But the way the signal was coming, I thought it was some sort of propagation. So I'm going to look for that CQ there, Sean. What frequency was that again? Great. I just lost that frequency you're going to give me. 77? I just had it up. Oh, there we go. Duh. 277. See if I can hear somebody on here. Yeah, I think Sam's a little bit under the weather. He said he lost his voice. And Seth is volunteering for the New York City Marathon, and he has to be up early. So it's already, 10 o'clock over there on the East Coast. So I think he has to be up at like 6, something like that. I couldn't remember, but he had some plans tonight too. So I'm going solo tonight here on my own live stream. How about that for once? I'm hearing somebody talk here, but I just not hearing them well. I have gotten my general, yes. I have my general now. I got it in April, right before tax day.
Year because I got my license in '63, and I figured that out the other day, and I about fell over. But it's been fun the entire time, and I've really enjoyed the hobby.
Why did you take off your message?
Particularly after we moved out to the country, I was able to.
Oh, has Sam gotten his general? No, Sam is not. Maybe he's studying tonight. I don't know, but he would have been here if he wanted, if he could have been, because he normally wants to be. So what's going on Ham Radio Clubhouse? Is it Ham Radio Clubhouse or Ham Radio Crash Course? You can give me as much crap as you want to, by the way. I don't care. I'm not sensitive. I'm thick-skinned. You should see the emails I get. I know K8 MRD did a special or a live stream on it, I think. You get a lot of negative people. Ham Radio Crash Course, Josh, yes. What's up there? Whoop. Hello from Connecticut. Think we can make a voice contact? I don't go on too many voice chats. All right. 20 is completely dead. 40 sounds like garbage. Oh, it's tomorrow night. There's definitely some people on here.
19 inches of snow, and it was wet snow.
He sounds good. 40 sounds pretty decent right now, actually. Yep, I've watched him. I met him before. He actually showed up one of our park functions. A couple of guys meet up on 2 meter sideband, which I don't know if you're listening to. I was talking to James, W6NYU. He's over in Chino Hills, not too far from me. And I don't know if he met up over there once with us. I know I met him at the, there's a Claremont, not auction, but where they sell the stuff, space in there. I wish I can get on 80 meters. My antenna is not capable of it.
But even when I was young, boy, you didn't cross your mom. And there wasn't no sliding across anywhere, because if you were sliding anywhere...
These guys sound good.
Chasing you anyway.
Looks like there's some folks here. These are the wideband folks. I can't even compete against those guys. N9JOE. Definitely would like to make some contacts here on 40. So if you're in the area and you think I can hear you, let me know. Find a clear frequency. I'll go to it. There's nothing wrong with a good dumpster fire out there, that's for sure. I normally have some dumpster fires on here. All right, I'm going to open up the voice chat here.
I'll be back over there working tomorrow morning. And, yeah,
the only thing is, there's a couple rules. Number one rule, if you're going to be in the chat, you got to say something. You can't just sit there and sandbag. You got to participate. Number two, try not to cuss. Most of you guys are really good about that. 1841. Let's try FM. I don't know if I can. There's probably a 0 chance I'll be able to hear you, but I'll give it a shot. And I'll try that 72.45 in just a minute. So you want FM, you said? Wow. Audio.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. I got some bad noise here. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf on 18146 FM with some bad noise. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf on 1849 FM.
I don't think you're making a trip. Most importantly, I don't think I'm making a trip. So I'm going to move over to 7.245. You're definitely
making it into Southern California, although I have a lot of noise there, Rick. KD7NHM. This is Greg. K6EGG.
I can't hear you coming through the radio. I can hear you coming through on YouTube. I guess you're not getting very static with 100 watts.
No. Yeah. It's been pretty noisy here. Unfortunately. I don't think I'll be able to make it through there tonight.
Well, I figured I might be able to hear you. If you're in the same direction, I couldn't hear you on 14 or 18, but I guess 40 is just on the range.
I can hear you now. You're cutting through a little bit better now.
I can hear you on YouTube, but I can't hear you on the radio.
Dang technology. That's what I get for running only 100 watts. I'll try to put you in the log as a I don't know, kind of like a connection.
Hey Adam, I was up by your I was up in your neck of the woods. I was staying up in Summerlin. Or pardon me, I was staying at the Westin that time.
Copy that. I'm gonna call CQ here in a minute. It was definitely worth a try there, Rick. KD7NHM. This is Greg. K6EGG.
Yeah, Adam, I talked to some people on Simplex again. I forgot that Las Vegas Simplex crossband thing, the 520. See, you got him in Connecticut, but he probably don't have me. I got to figure out these. Okay, so I'm going to go here. And in theory. Oop. There we go. Frank, you in there?
Yeah, I'm here. How are you tonight?
I am, I'm tired. And I'm not, I got a lot of noise here.
On Discord?
No. On HF tonight.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, HF is always noisy, but especially for you.
Oh, yeah. Even with the ground. So, yeah, Adam, I was on 146.520. I was on the, I want to say 16th floor of the Westin off of Flamingo. And I did make a voice contact, and they said they heard me on the crossband repeater, and I keep on forgetting the frequency there. I should probably write that down since you're here. I was actually going to email you when I was there, but I spaced. Plus, I didn't have that much time. So you're only running 900 watts there, Rick. You're barely punching through. That's how much noise I had. That's how much noise that's generated in this area.
Well, you guys were both 5.9 into KPH up here in the Bay Area.
Oh, of course there's a solar activity going on. That bums me out. Let me see here. So Adam... W7HEN. I don't... So those are crossband repeaters that crossband 520, right? I got a little... I remember you told me about it when we were chatting one night. And the guy was like... One guy was like, oh, you should know about this. It's like... I don't know. I can't remember. I also talked on a local repeater that was tied to 14... DStar 14 Bravo. They had a net and then they shut it off. It's like I could have brought a bunch of people over.
And they were doing that on 5.2?
No. So they crossband repeat 5.2 on a UHF.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, 5.2's national simplex. If you want to do something like that on the simplex, pick one of the other 13 2-meter simplex channels.
He doesn't think those are crossband. I don't think it was a repeater. I think they said something about lower something with a P. Potency? Does that sound right? Did I say that right? You're thinking of the repeater. Yeah, but so Frank, from what I understand, and this has happened twice, so I can hear somebody tuning up. Lower potency.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
Potency.
Rick's right to a point, but 14652 is common knowledge. If we were to go CB here, common knowledge channel 19. It's the common channel for making contacts, not linking repeaters to it. That's a very odd practice. But then again, I'm also very old school.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like it was like a repeater. Oh, that was a repeat. Yeah, for DStar. Yeah, yeah, that sounds right. The W7HEN. Yeah, but the 520 thing, I think, because I think I want to say I talked to you about it. I thought it was. I know I talked to somebody there about it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, don't you know?" I'm like, "Oh." And then I kind of remembered I was staying at the Cosmo, and I was trying to make 5.2 contacts, and like literally it wasn't getting out at all. And they're saying, yeah, but we hear you on UHF. Fine. And they were like way up, trying to think of the name of the area, like northern Vegas. But anyways, I did make a couple contacts on some repeaters there. I did talk through the Papa System repeater, your favorite.
Ew, Papa.
Oh, maybe that's
ew.
it. W7AES. Okay, that's the one. It was like at 6:30, and it was a Wednesday. Pardon me, because I was very tired because I just got in from Hawaii and I went straight to Vegas after. So, yes, that is correct. That was 14 Bravo. That's the one I was talking on the net. The guy was really nice on there. He kept and it was tied to a Reno repeater too. Here in Phoenix.
It was probably tied to the SNAR system, because I know Tony, W7XM, he lives in Vegas now, and he's still part of the SNARS club. He's one of the residing board members. And so he has digital links from Vegas back up to Reno.
Yeah, pardon me. Everybody I talked to was super nice there. What's up from snowy northern Sweden? Happy Saturday to you. I hope you're staying warm up there. I just had the AC on here, 80 degrees Fahrenheit here today. So I apologize by that. WAES does DStar net. Yeah. Yep. That's the one. Like I checked in and they were like, what are you doing on this thing? They weren't being rude by any chance, but I actually had talked to that guy before when I was there a year ago, I think October. And I recognized his call sign. I can't remember at the time. It was from a live stream from, I want to say October 9th. Look for the spear and the sad ham in the spear. It wasn't really in there, but I superimposed it. WAS is yeah. Yes, K6UV. He was very accommodating, very nice. And I had talked to him last year. I do remember that. I remember the V part. I remember it was a 4-digit. What's going on, brother? We got Frank in the we have him in the Discord tonight.
Yeah, it's one way to get me in. Yeah, I'm remote from Winnemucca tonight.
Winnemucca?
Yeah, Winnemucca, way out in eastern Nevada.
Oh, okay. I remember us talking to him. Yeah, that was him. And yeah, I guess they have the solar storm heading out this way apparently, which sucks because I have my antenna up all the way and it's beautiful weather here in Southern California. I don't have to worry about wind, which is a big factor if I have my antenna up. So safety first, and of course, we get a solar storm. So, and I have time to play ham radio.
All a solar storm means is you have more challenges trying to make contacts. It's not like, the bands magically, some bands might disappear quicker or longer than others, but it just makes it more challenging. That's all it is.
I have enough challenge here. I don't have a real, I have a real antenna, but it's not.
Yeah, but making even more challenges is lots of fun.
But the thing is, and Adam knows what I'm talking about. I don't know. You may not know what I'm talking about. The Santa Ana winds here.
I know the Santa Anas. I lived as a relative term. With work, I was out of Los Angeles out of Hobart for 2.5 years.
So you know exactly what I mean. So those antennas are coming down. We had 30 mile sustained winds last week. And 50-mile-an-hour gusts for about 2 days. So I had the antennas all the way down. I had everything disconnected because I didn't want to have anything get damaged or anything. Just even the mast falling over all the way down. I didn't want anything to get broken or anybody, most importantly, to get hurt. Plus, I didn't want to have that mast fall into one of my windows, which I've measured it out so it shouldn't. But hey, man.
Just got to tie things up tighter, make things tighter.
I have no ties on that. I have no guy wires on it. So I'm running naked right now. I'm running barefoot, I guess you can say. Hey, by the way, there's 19 of you guys watching right now and only 6 thumbs up. And I still haven't seen a sad ham in here yet. What the heck is going on here? I'm going to try to get back to some HF here. Yeah. All right, let's get to some radio here. Let's see if I'll try calling out some CQ or something. See what I get back here.
This is Greg, K6EGG, calling CQ on 7245 from Southern California in the city of Chino. Once again, this is Greg, K6EGG, calling CQ.
Oh, damn it. Someone's talking on here. I was listening to this in queue. I didn't hear anybody. Somebody's in Florida talking. Hey, Colin.
Probably sad ham.
It was good to hear you, at least see you, not physically hear you on 10-meter FT8 the other day. I tried to get you at the same time as Day. We almost got each other the other day, and it seemed to have worked. You're not late. You're always you're being here is not late. Yeah, that's not me. See if I can find somebody. Maybe I'm calling CQ.
Report, and we'll see if we can't get back out here again. Y'all have a good evening, and we'll take a listen. KX7KX, KN6XU.
Sounds like a net.
Does. I hear people dialing in. That guy was coming in good. KX7, so what? I was a northwest station. I can't tell anymore because everybody moves and doesn't change the call sign.
Well, since they lifted the requirement to keep a call sign within your call region, yeah.
I just have that stuck in my head. So if anybody is on 40 meter and maybe hears something that I can hit, let me know. I'll try it out. Or if you guys even want to try me. God, there's just a lot of noise here. I'll give it the old college try.
There's something, looks like it's 7235 up in the Bay Area.
7235?
Yeah.
Yep, you're right on there. Should I say he's a 2x9?
That's a weak but strong signal.
Well, he is a weak but strong. It's because of my noise.
Yeah. There's also something that's 7220 and 24.
I thought your antenna was down.
I'm listening to Kiwi SDR KPH in the other ear.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 6, Egg. I got you 5-9 here to 10417, QSL.
Copy that. I got you a 5-9 here into Southern California in the city of Chino. What was your call sign again, sir?
Roger, 5-9, Southern California. Call sign here is Kilo 6, Sierra Romeo Victor. Again, Kilo 6, Sierra Romeo Victor, QSL.
Hey, that's Servando. Say hi from Frank.
Frank said to say hi there. K6SRV.
You tell Frank that he needs to stop working and he needs to start voting. I'm just kidding. I feel bad. He works too much. Thank you.
I got him. I'm doing a live stream right now, and he's on Discord, just chopping up my ears there a little bit. But thank you for the confirmation there. I appreciate it. Kilo 6 Sierra Romeo Victor. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf 73. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And hello from Northern California. Stay safe. 73. And QRZ, Parks on the Air. This is Kilo 6 Sierra Romeo.
That was a good one.
Yeah, he's currently activating a new park that has not been activated yet.
Oh, so I get another park, huh?
Yeah, you just hunted another park.
Yes. I'm going to stand by here just a quick second. I got to turn the AC on. I know that sounds bad for you guys listening over in Sweden.
I'm around a lot of RVs. I apologize, but you're into 10417. All right, thank you. 7-3s and QRZ for Parks on the Air. This is Kilo 6 Sierra Romeo Victor. Kilo Oscar 6 November 5-9 and the 10417 QSL. For the hunt, you have a good night. 73 from Northern California. QRZ, parked on here. This is Kilo 6 Sierra, Romeo Victor. Anyone else out there tonight? This is Kilo 6 Sierra, Romeo Victor, parked on the air. Parked on the air. Kilo 7 station, give it one
So
more
what?
time.
Let me see here.
Kilo 7, Juliet Uniform India. I got you about a 4545 in the 10417. QSL.
10147. 10147.
Roger, Washington State. Thank you very much for the hunt. You have a good night. 73.
104.
QRZ, parked on
Yeah,
air.
417. I sent you a link in your Discord messages.
This is Kilo 6 Sierra, Romeo Victor calling CQ for Parks on the Air. I want to get at least three more before I shut down the station.
Oh, you shut down already?
Oh, he wants at least 3 more before he shuts down.
I can't even, so it's east of the 5 there. I don't even know Yuba City, so it's way up there.
Yeah, it's way up there. It's nice though. It's northeast of me even, and I'm up. Cloverdale's way
So
up
Sacramento is south of there, right? Obviously, yeah.
there. Yeah.
See this Lincoln right there? That's where I got my cat.
Lincoln's a nice little town.
Oh yeah, it was. It's farm town. Try.
Well, it was.
725. There was somebody on there. Hold on a second here. That's old. My YouTube is not keeping up with what's on my chat here. 725. I think somebody was on that, dude. See anything else on the band? Interesting?
Let me look at the KPH.
No one heard. Okay.
7240 might have something.
All right, so you also run an RE20 microphone here in the shack. RE20 is a good microphone, by the way. I think the RE20 sounds better than the RE320. I had an RE27 for the stream. I think it was a little too raspy. I personally haven't played with the PR40 at all. I have had a Neumann TLM 103. It was a little too much for what I have. It's a great sounding mic. The TLM is a really, really good sounding mic, but you got to be in a really quiet environment and have good preamps to run that microphone the way it should be. Just a little too much for what I'm doing. I also noticed I was getting a little bit of RFI in the element that I could not get out. So, being a transformerless microphone, that could be a problem. Yeah, maybe you should sell some to get some bigger antennas. Then we can actually make a contact antenna to antenna. By the way, anybody new to the live stream tonight, don't forget to like and subscribe. I got to tell you, I got nothing against Heil microphones, but everyone I've heard just sounds over. With the 70, good radio there, by the way. It just sounds over EQ'd. Just too. It's like listening to a Bose speaker. Do you guys want to try 250 again? What's that? Go ahead.
Trying to see if I can tune in Servando on one of the remote ham radios and make a contact with him.
Oh, I bet he'll love that.
Yeah, assuming it doesn't. He doesn't pack up before I get there.
Bob, what's your preferred name for our logger? Because it pulls the info off the QR head. So I got Robert C.
Sounds like someone's doing a big elements, yes.
I was
Hey, keep in mind, it's just my own personal opinion. Hello, Shannon. Nice to see you in there. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you could. Much would be appreciated. Just remember, just like vehicles, microphones have their purpose. Thank you very much.
I'm going to disappear for a moment from here.
I'll keep it up.
Roger. I think that's NC4RP. I think
it's a net.
Well, very good, Bob. Well, hey, I'm glad you were able to get up here on 40 meters tonight and join us here. You know, we got another session that runs at, let me see here. What time do they go?
I don't know if I want to do this net. It's 255, isn't it? Isn't that where it just was? I can't remember. 250, I was hearing something. I guess too close to that net, maybe. I got too much noise from that net. As the sun's going down, my noise is getting a little bit better. I was like peaking almost plus 20 a few minutes ago. Yeah, if you have that mic in a quiet environment, it's very, very good. If you don't, and you're going to get reverberations off everything in the room if they're not treated with sound stuff. I used a Heil microphone. I forget which one. I tried it out for like a day, and I was like, it just didn't sound natural to me. I don't know. It's weird. Obviously, that mic is set to perform on a HF band, and I was using it on a VHF. It's a pretty good cheap price. Wow, that sounds bad. It's going to be one of those nights. I might be jumping over to the digital world here.
Kind of like Southern California does down out east of there. So 73's Bob. Have a great night, and we will hopefully work you again here down the line.
Yeah, so as I was saying, it's just a microphone's like a car. Each of them have their purpose. You wouldn't be driving a Mercedes off-roading that you would race on a track, or you drive in Southern California, with lower and short profile tires. Same thing with a microphone. You wouldn't want to use, and you'd probably agree with me, Tommy, you wouldn't want to use that TLM 103 on a kick drum. You'd probably use this microphone on a kick drum just because of the pattern on the microphone. So every microphone has its purpose. So when people say to me, "Oh, that's the best microphone out there," well, best for what?
I guess Serrando disappeared and shut the station down.
He got his 3.
He must have in the time that it took me to try and get the beam rotated around on this remote to get him.
All I hear is 252. There was somebody over here. Maybe it's over here.
Yeah, apparently he has too much QRM from campers trying to set up nearby where he's at.
Yeah, that could happen. Damn. I'm going to try 20 again. Might be a digital kind of night tonight. 20 seems dead.
this time of night, yeah, for voice it would start to be dead. You'd have to come back in about 11 o'clock at night for 20 to have any hope of having voice.
But we obviously try to, as I say, not ask it to produce, with every light on in the house and the electric stove and going, and the ovens and all that. Excuse me. We are gentle with it, but boy,
I did. I don't know. I like to look at it and see what else is on the band, so...
I've lived here all my life. I haven't seen that many tornadoes, but I've seen enough. I don't care to see any more.
You guys don't drive BMWs there?
As a radio operator for years, and you get to see a lot of them aloft, a few of them on the ground. We've had a number of them hit fairly close to here, but we've missed them.
This is the only guy here on 2, or at least I seen the waterfall here.
A couple of years ago, we were...
Am I sending the video over to you?
In the middle of COVID. We couldn't go
not over Discord, no, but that's fine.
And it was March 15th, the Ides of March, of all things. And the very last thing I ever expected was a tornado warning. We're sitting there...
Oh, now you are.
All of a sudden,
I have the technology, and that's even on a different computer.
And then our daughter, who was here at the time...
Wow, this guy's still talking. At least somebody's talking on here.
That is literally the only station on 20 besides slow scan TV at 2:30.
Which is this right here. Well, ain't that a bitch? Pardon my French there. Or English, for that matter.
Then you have the usual FT8 sweet sounds way down there.
Yeah. There's probably nothing. There's definitely nothing on 10 this time of night. Yeah, this guy is like literally the only guy on here.
Well, he's obviously talking to someone.
Yeah.
I
just wanted to see if I hear the other guy. Because the band might be open, but nobody might be talking. People saw the band dead, and I don't want to try.
And I still have a printed copy of the radar image showing the street, intersection. It's literally the corner of our property.
Oh, if he'd shut up and let the other station talk for 30 seconds.
Hey, at least someone's talking. Got to give him credit. I wouldn't have found it if he wasn't talking.
About 20 houses, and then that was it. Went up, and that was the end of it. But as we were driving home, we saw all kinds of debris of the roadway and whatnot, and unfortunately it didn't hurt anybody. And the houses that were damaged were mostly roof damage. None of them were, leveled or anything. So it was an F1 probably.
I got to get one of those timers on and do like a timer thing as a joke.
The earliest tornado that's ever been.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
On March 15th. So I would hear, it's like we haven't had any tornadoes hardly since 2012 or 13, and here we have one on March 15th. So I guess the lesson there is never presume anything.
I just have a lot of noise, Rick.
From every direction. W7IH, WA0HH.
WA0. So if he wasn't talking, there would be nobody on the band there. Tony is totally dead, yeah. There's somebody up here. Oh, I just saw somebody. I'm not going to kill your ears there. So Rick is all. 20 is dead here. 17 is dead here. And we're talking about Phoenix here, by the way. 10 is dead here in Phoenix. Where else? Yeah, 12? 12 dead? Do I hear 12? Oh.
14307.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah, most days we do. Anyway, how you been?
Rick, the unicorns are never on 6. You want to find those on 10.
All about the same old stuff, different day. But you're in Raleigh, aren't you? I'm not completely brain dead.
I am. I'll be the first one to admit it. Why are you in there? There's 13 of you guys, or sorry, 18 of you guys watching. Only 13.
Yeah, that's true.
Only 13 likes so far. Why am I scaring you? Wait, you're the guy that put the this on there. I know that Hamstick Eric over in Hawaii. Man, he loves 6 when it's open. He gets some very, very good stuff on 6.
Oh yeah, I bet. And
Oh,
what's this about Hamstick Eric doesn't like ham sticks? What? Tell me about that one.
I don't know. I didn't really conversate with him about it. He didn't have very good. Because that was his original YouTube name, I thought, Hamstick Eric, and then he got rid of it.
Yeah, and now everyone knows him as Hamstick Eric, so that's the funny part about it.
That's what I called him when I was in his car. Hey, Hamstick. I have no way to get on 6 right now. I think my new antenna tunes to it, but I have to double check. Joe would know. I got the same exact antenna he has.
Yeah, that's about what I'm going to do about the same
So you don't remember which antenna it is.
What's that?
I said so you don't remember, and you don't remember which antenna it is.
It's a Palomar. I can't remember the model number offhand. I'm very bad on model numbers. I stopped trying to figure those out after a while.
It's probably a 10 to
There
40
you go.
then.
Look at Joe. Just YouTube always works. Palomar BSA 71. Does 5 meter? What's 5 meter?
Meters is what he meant. I think he meant 6 meters.
Well, I might put it up next week. We'll see. I might put it up on Monday. We'll see how far along I get on my.
That's not a bad antenna, really.
Well, when I put it up before, I couldn't get an SWR on it because I didn't have a ground. Because I was supposed to run a ground on it, so.
Usually those, because it's an infed, just a count.
Just a what?
Just a counterpoise would work for that, because it's an infed.
Yeah, it didn't like it. I couldn't get an SWR on any band. Me and Dana played with it for like an hour and we couldn't get it to go. N7 UFT, that is. He loves his, I can't even pronounce that, EMC2?
Chameleon EMC2.
Chameleon. I'm glad you can read better than I can.
Oh, it's a running joke with Josh over in the HRCC Discord about how to pronounce it.
All right, I'm getting frustrated with HF right now. I'm going to move over to get some digital propagation. I was using my tuner, yes. Joe. So I'm going to get my FT8 running. I was not running an external tuner, though. Where should I go for FT8? 40? 30? I'm liking running digital. You still in there, Frank? You got awful quiet. I think we lost Frank on Discord. At least I don't hear him anymore. It was nice talking to you, Frank, if you're still there.
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry about that.
Okay. I just didn't know if you went to bye-bye. I can't
Nah.
do CW because I don't know what the heck I'm
I
doing.
had something else come in.
Man, I got a good match on here for. Give me a moment while I reset my stuff. Oop. I got some bleed over here. It's making my video a little choppy. I apologize.
Looks smooth both on Discord and YouTube.
I'm seeing it on my return a little bit. I'm just picky.
Oh, I know that feeling well. If I don't get a video done just right, I just trash the whole video and hope I don't have to do another take.
What's that there? I'm one and done. That's why I do the live stuff. I'll work CW. Yeah. There's an app on CW that will decode it.
Yeah, but it doesn't
That's
get
cheating.
everything. It doesn't get every single character every single time. So you'd have a lot of fill in the gaps, and I've tried that. It doesn't work as well as it should. Now, if there was an app that you could just keyboard to CW, that would be absolutely fantastic.
But then what's the point?
Well, there's some that just don't want to learn CW. Like, I know enough CW to get by, but there's some that just don't want to learn it, and they just want to type it out and have it send that way. Those appliance operators.
I hope things are going good up your way. What is I didn't catch your first name. Back to you.
We're listening to Reflector 30 Charlie.
Gary Golf Alpha Romeo
on
Yankee.
DStar.
We're in Farwell, Michigan.
Yeah,
5 miles
I just
north of the city of Clare.
I'm
Clare
40
is
miles
north
east
Mount
of.
Pleasant, where the
I have nothing against CW. I just have no interest in it whatsoever. It's too much. I have enough trouble just trying to get call signs. I couldn't get no call sign on a CW call.
Some degrees outside, but yeah, we had snow here.
I have a hard enough time reading.
Oh, I bet you could do it just fine.
There is an app. There is a couple apps. I thought I had one downloaded. I don't know what happened to it. It's probably like 3 years ago. I was attempting to learn it, but there is a place for it.
Let's see. This one should be easy enough. Da 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 dit 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 da da dit da da dit. If you don't get that, we're screwed.
F you?
Nope.
My call sign? I don't know.
Yep.
I'd be purely guessing.
I'd almost wonder if the chat would get that quicker than you did, but you got it.
That was a pure guess. Have I ever tried P20? I use P25 at work all the time, but I hate the way it sounds.
Wait, how do you hate the sound of P25, especially compared to like DStar or DMR?
Well, to be honest with you, it reminds me of being at work and trying to pick out a voice that's getting squeezed through so much bandwidth. It's very difficult. So I don't know. I had to carry
interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting because both DStar and DMR are half the bandwidth of P25.
But I'm sitting here in my office in a quiet room with headphones on versus in a loud environment with my radio. The other thing, to me, P25, you don't have. It doesn't seem like there's no, like, all the voices sound exactly the same.
No, there are certain inflections. You can tell who's who, and you can get one of those secret squirrel headphones for P25.
Fairly new stuff.
But to me, I'm just saying, it sounds the same. On DStar, usually because everybody's running like the same settings on the radios for P25.
Like a tree in a violent windstorm, so I don't have.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
With DStar, everybody messes with their audio settings, and they have different microphones.
I deliver.
You're linked
fire
up to the
trucks.
internet. I'm using
I haven't
P25.
lately, but I've been. That's what
Colin, were you surprised to see me calling you there?
Deliver completed
I was
fire
gonna
trucks.
put back 73 VK9 COL as a joke, but I decided against it.
Quite a bit.
That would be funny.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do.
I do it all. I cover all the states and all the provinces in Canada. So, but we're taking a break. Makes an old man out of you fast, real fast.
What,
Kinda
going to
burned
work?
out.
Is this DStar or 80
I'll give it back
meters?
to you, and nice that we could work, and I'm glad you did.
Well, at
jump
least
in there
someone
and
is talking.
exercise the reflector here.
I got a
There's
weird
lot of
sound out of it.
stations out there tonight. I've been doing a lot of paperwork here in the office, so getting stuff billed out so I can get money coming in for the so I can put back in the radio slush button. I'll let you wrap it up. I'm gonna bail, and you have a wonderful evening there. You and
I heard somebody's saying bail on 80 meters. I just can't picture it.
FT8 and a K.
Oh, they have.
Gary in Farwell, Michigan. You can wrap it up there, Jeff. Be safe.
I've got to use the restroom real quick.
All right, Gary. Sure enjoyed it. And I'm
You guys are
gonna
going to listen to these guys for a
I know
second.
somebody else probably
Okay.
wants to talk to somebody or whatever, but he's talking about the fire trucks and stuff. I am retirement age, but I'm still working for the county, and one of the guys, well, a couple of them are in the fire department. It's just small fire departments and stuff, but anyway, I like listening to those fire department radios, and we hear the police on there sometimes. But anyway, you be careful when you deliver them fire trucks, and have a good evening there. What's left of it.
Hey, Colin, do you know which model they're getting replaced with?
Get to have another QSO somewhere down the road. KE5 YYP. I'm clear.
No, Colin, I bet they're probably going to get the new APX or Apex model radios. Those are the newest and greatest.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. This is Kilo Charlie 0 Quebec November Alpha on reflector 030 Charlie Minnesota.
Yeah, Colin, that would be the Apex series Motorola's. They're pretty nice. I have a couple of them myself.
Of course, they stopped talking as soon as I walked out, huh?
Pretty much, and someone just called you.
Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. And the really cool hat. KC0 Q&A Minnesota.
Your microphone's muted.
I have no audio here. Oh, I know why.
There you go.
There we go. This is Greg, K6EGG. Hello there, Don. KC0QNA.
I was on the wrong foot switch. So I was talking on FT8 there for a moment.
This is why you cannot have a net with the boys gone. I mean, really, you got way too much excitement going on here, and you got way too much activity tonight. But hey, I'm just going to be short and sweet and say, hey, you got one in the book from the soulful sounds of South Central Balmy, Minnesota, don't you know? And you got a good program tonight, so we like listening along. And hey, it also makes us smile a little bit more on a Friday night. So it was either this or up on the Real Channel watching Cops tonight. So I took
Cops
a moment
is on
and
now.
paused and said, let's see how the Greg experience is. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. And they cast of plenty, you know, all 19 members there. KC0 QNA Don, Minnesota. I'll be clear after your file, my friend.
Copy that. And you said you had some P25. You're a trustee of a P25 repeater there. Do you guys get a lot of activity on there at all?
Yes, sir. I actually have 2 repeaters. We have 5 repeaters as me and my friends together collaboratively. We run P25 talk group 707 for P25. I run a VHF at 150 feet on top of my local water tower here in Minnesota, in Gaylord, Minnesota, and then I also have a UHF P25 repeater, and they all link through fiber internet. And it is so nice to have them all linked together. We use them for Skywarn. We use them for our local marathon, Sunday night nets as well. So, and we run a mixed voice, so we can be analog, and they sound just like all the other analog flavors out there. Or you can run P25 voice, and I mean, I'm a big fan of the voice quality of the DStar itself, but we have no DStar users up here in rural Minnesota. So, but the P25 is quite active in south central Minnesota. Matter of fact, we used it 2 weeks ago to a couple of members for logistics for the Mankato Marathon. So, back to you, sir. K6 Echo Golf Golf K0 Q&A.
Well, it's definitely good. It's being used. I know here in Southern California, I do listen to a couple different DStar repeaters. Or pardon me, what's it called? P25 repeaters, and I hear very slim to none activity on it on my scanner. At least in the night hours, in the morning hours, it doesn't ever stop on there. Once in a while, I get somebody doing like a check or something like that, but not too much activity. And even as far as I can remember, I was on DStar here in Southern California on Reflector 12 Alpha. It was pretty quiet. So I don't know what's going on with at least the digital side of the world here in Southern California, but definitely a lot quieter than it sounds like there in Minnesota, don't you know? So good to hear you in here, Don. KC0Q&A. This is Greg, K6EGG and Reflector 30 Charlie from Southern California tonight. Thank you for watching, by the way.
Well, no problems. Like, you got a great program as always, all the time. And I will tell you this: the one thing about P25 we like here, the way we have it set up, these are Quantar repeaters at the repeater sites. And when you're in digital voice mode, P25, like when you're doing logistics for a marathon, either you're in or you're out. And you can't have 2 or 3 people trying to key up a repeater at one time like you do with analog. When you're on, everybody has to hear you. And that is really nice when you're playing like SAG Wagon or Medical Liaison or Event Director, SAG or something like that. So, or Shadow. So we definitely give it a good workout for about 4 or 5 major events every year. So there you go. Again, we won't hold it, and we want other people to be able to use the Reflector. And again, great program. Good to catch you tonight online again. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf Greg out there in Chino. KC0 Q&A. Big guy here in South Central Minnesota. We'll say 73s, and we'll listen up.
Quantars are very nice repeaters, and he's from Minnesota.
I haven't been there in a while. I used to go there a lot. I got lost in Minneapolis on those.
Oh no!
Those they're like the you walk across the street in like tunnels. Yeah, and I was trying to go 2 blocks to the north, I think, of me, and I ended up going like 6 blocks to the south and west.
It happens. It happens.
Oh, we got a little one in here. Haley, what's going on?
I brushed my hair.
You've never asked me that in my entire life. I don't know if I could do that right though.
But you just need to hold it and brush.
Have you ever seen a dad brush a daughter's hair on a ham radio live stream?
No, but it's a first.
Eyeballs.
I don't think I've ever brushed your hair. It's so long.
Yeah, it's kind of long.
I don't know if this is appropriate for doing this on here.
I'll try.
I would say you could brush my hair, but I don't have much of it. What?
I'm definitely going to smack your head off.
What?
I
have a little bit of hair, not much.
I can barely brush your hair.
You can barely brush. Well, I don't have much hair. I need to get the other camera in here going too, by the way.
What about the Haley cam?
I have it on the ground over there. I got to set it back up.
Where is it?
It's on the ground. I can't set it up right now, though.
Is it smooth enough?
It's very smooth.
Let me see.
So when's Haley going to get her license?
Probably never. I tried to get her to talk on the radio once, and she didn't want to.
Who?
You.
I do now.
No, you don't.
I do.
All right, well, I'll maybe get you some little radios for Christmas.
Get some bubble pack radios.
Some FRS
Why
radios
did you
or something.
tell me?
Well, I said maybe. By the way, the sounds weird because I have the microphone on the ground pointing up at her, so. All right, you don't need to make faces. That's not appropriate, okay? All right.
Oh. We're trying to. There's a new ham that I'm helping Elmer, and we're trying to slowly get his kids. They're, I think, 7 and 9 or something like that. We're trying to get his kids into ham radio, and yeah, we have them started on little bubble pack radios, so they're a nice little start.
I might get her some Barbie radios or something.
That's the way to do it.
Let's see here. I'll get on 30 Charlie here. Oop, wrong hole here, or wrong thing here. I pressed.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Seeing if anybody else is on the reflector here on 30 Charlie. I'm in the Southern California, in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
Haley.
I'll be right back.
Okay. What?
Can you watch me read? But
not right now. I can't.
But maybe when you're finished?
Maybe when I finish, yes. It's only 8 o'clock.
Well, this is Gary up here in Farwell, Michigan. I'll give you a shout. And this is K6EGG. I was listening to you and Don there earlier while I'm doing paperwork in the office, trying to get things wrapped up here before the weekend. So, how's that Southern California breeze coming off the ocean out there this evening?
I'll tell you what, it's Gary. It was beautiful today. It was right about 80 degrees. We just had a nice dinner with the family over at a barbecue restaurant called Wood Ranch. That's about 2 miles away. And I drove home with the window down as the sun was setting. I can't say it was probably that. If anything was more perfect weather, it was tonight. It was definitely beautiful. Although next week it's supposed to cool down, and we actually might get some fall, quote unquote, like weather here in California, with some possible rain storms popping through end of next week. I'll send it back over to you, KB8CXK, I believe. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Yeah, fine business, Greg. Real good there. Well, I'll tell you what, I could probably send you a box of snow and pack it in dry ice so it stays nice and cold for you. We had snow here Tuesday here in Michigan. Some parts got 10 inches or more, and luckily we only got about 3 or 4, but a day and a half ago of a little sunshine, a little warmer weather, and all melted for us over here. So just giving us a prelim of what's to be expected here, probably the latter part of the month and then the rest of the year. So, but the rest of the year is only just a few weeks away, and then we'll be in 2024 there. What do you think?
I hear you, man. I first off, I can't believe how fast this year has gone by. This summer just like this finger snap, and it was gone. And next thing you know, it was like October. So I feel you. I'm a big fan of the summer. I definitely like the summer a lot. Although now that I'm getting a little bit older, I'm enjoying the changes of the season, which we don't get very much here. The colors and our leaves here usually go from green to being burnt. There's no really in between because we get a lot of fires in here this time of year. And I'm trying not to be sarcastic here, but that's kind of what happens here. It gets super dry all of a sudden, and we get some quick fires that roll through and burn up a lot of brush and stuff really quickly. But good to hear you in here. Nice to hear some activity on here on Reflector 30 Charlie tonight here on a Friday night. It's getting pretty late over there. I'm probably going to get out of here in a few and spend some time with my daughter here. But I appreciate you getting back to me, Gary. This is Greg, K6EGG here in Southern California.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay,
Yes,
Greg. Well, enjoy your daughter and your family. You got a nice sound station.
Damn, I wish
It's an older 51 Alpha here, one of the originals, through my Raspberry Pi. So, and just taking a break here. I'm kind of getting put out with the paperwork. Eyeballs are getting heavy, so it's actually.
I haven't seen Andy in here yet.
There's a time here.
No Andy
care, Don.
tonight.
Saturday night clocks, we got to roll the clocks back, so we'll fall back.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, I deliver fire trucks from time to time to California, so I do a lot of.
I'm sorry.
A lot of fire truck and emergency response equipment for you folks out there. 73s.
He probably knows how the fires are here in Southern California.
Enjoy your weekend. From KB8CX and the K Firewall.
Take care, Don. Nice to hear on the Reflector 30 Charlie. Hey, Hey, your boy's in here, Frank.
Yeah, I just saw it and I said hi.
Well, that's a hell of a picture there you have there. Was it Sal?
Servando.
Servando? Wow. That looks like me when I have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
After getting home from Hawaii 3 hours earlier.
Yes. I can usually do 3 hours of sleep, no problem. But lately, that's not been the case. I've just been tired all the time. I guess that's what happens when you.
And talking about the fires there, knock on wood here, we have been lucky so far this year not to have too much fire damage here in the state.
Well, that's what we get for having 75 inches of rain here and 200% snowpack. So hopefully.
Still. And yeah, hopefully we get that again this winter because it's definitely needed. And yeah, Servando, he has, what is it, 2.5 hour drive home from the park back to his house. So he lives down there in the Vacaville area. Okay, yeah, I know that. You're up there a ways. So you're going down to 5 then, right? Yeah, he'll probably go down 5 and then 505 down to 80. So yeah, I definitely put that in the log. And it sounds like maybe you're watching on or listening to in your car radio. So thank you. I appreciate that. And I was glad to activate and make a person help activate another. I'm sorry. I'm listening to stuff in my ear too. Park on the air there. If you obviously are new. I did my first park on the air actually in Hawaii of all things, not my native state. Hamstick Eric there. King Henry 6 station helped me out there, WI to be exact, and had a good time. Had made he did all the work, but together we made 53 contacts. I did contact a couple local folk here in Southern California to jump on and make some contacts, and I tell you what, that was cool hearing their voice come out of the radio with just a little wired antenna hanging from a tree, and looking out over the Pacific Ocean on a Saturday afternoon. So nothing better than that. I just wish I can go back there and do it again. Maybe in February. Go ahead. And didn't you have Sean contact you too? Sean was on there. There's somebody else. Tom K. And you know what? He just changed his call sign, so I don't want to give you the wrong call sign. But he just got his general license a couple weeks before that, so. Very nice. Very nice. I know him locally. We were studying basically at the same time. I got mine a little bit ahead of his, but not by much. So him coming through the radio is pretty cool too. He sounded a little nervous. I was a little nervous myself because I wasn't used to having 15 million people call me at once. You guys heard on the stream, but that was a lot of fun, and I appreciate Eric's help with that. I sent him some fruity water for his hard work and picking me up over in Waikiki, which was only 2 miles away, but it took like a half hour each direction. So, but 73 Colin. A Colin? What? The supermarket? Yeah.
You're not allowed to leave. It's Saturday afternoon there. Who goes shopping on Saturday afternoon? I am still on FT8 right now. I'm going to move over to 1 Charlie real quick and see if I can make a contact or two. By the way, I got to ask this question because I've been trying to find some really good beef jerky. What's your favorite beef? I know this isn't ham radio. I know this has nothing to do with ham radio, but I figure most of you guys that do ham radio like to eat beef jerky. So what would be your favorite beef jerky out there? Don't say that place from Seattle.
I'm a vanilla plain kind of guy. Just plain good old-fashioned beef jerky works for me. Nothing spicy, nothing fancy, just plain beef jerky.
But from where? Do you prefer?
Oh, no, I have no preference.
No
if
preference.
It's plain beef jerky, plain beef jerky. Simple as that.
All right. Now, Rick, I know what you're talking about. That thick cut stuff, that was pretty good. Almost a little too thick. Needs to be a little bit drier, but it's very good. I do have some of that downstairs. And I was fairly impressed because the price of it was pretty cheap. And I'm not in the South. Have you guys tried Buc-ee's beef jerky? I heard that's really good.
Okay, that one, yes. Buc-ee's beef jerky is to die for.
There was a place... I'm trying to think of it was in Eugene, I believe. Not Eugene. It was in Corvallis. Edmund's Meat Market. It was probably the best ever beef jerky I've ever had in my entire life. When I went in that place, it smelled like a meat candy store. Is the best way I can describe it. It's like walking to an M&M store, but for beef jerky.
I've been past that store, and it smells delicious on the outside. If you want some Buc-ee's and aren't traveling out there anytime soon, have Mike send you some. You will not regret it.
I just ordered some on Amazon today. Beef jerky from the side of the road.
Yeah. Serrando, you're funny. You love that.
I gotta be careful with some. I like to have something just so I can kind of chew on. And I like to have some sort of, what's the word I'm looking for, like a snack. And I try to avoid eating candy. I mean, beef jerky is not much better, but at least it doesn't have a ton of sugar in it. And it does have some decent protein.
You're going to laugh. For snacks, I go with Oreos.
That's too much sugar.
No, not at all. Not for me. Not for me, no.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid it, especially because it's not helping with cholesterol and stuff. Although beef jerky probably wouldn't be much better, but at least it's keeping me away from chocolate. I'll look at this dark chocolate Oreos. So
yeah, see, Rick knows what's up.
I've never been a big Oreo guy. Sometimes I have been, but not lately. But I heard Buc-ee's is very good for beef jerky. Obviously, we talked about Costco. I'm trying to work somebody on FT8 here, by the way.
And wait, hold on. Does Buc-ee's have an Amazon store?
It's available on there.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's available on there, as far as I know. I know a retired cop. That makes it. Yeah, see, here's another one. I tried that alien beef jerky crap. And exactly what it is, it's crap. I've tried it to like 3 different times. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give it another try. I'm gonna have a different version of it. It's still shit. It's just junk.
Sometimes it's just like that.
It's like overhyped junk. And I know somebody that swears by it. I'm like, dude, this is like flavored paper. It's nasty. So
I'm going to ask this question to Servando specifically, since I know he's listening. Servando, is there a good beef jerky place in Vacaville?
Link to REF001 Charlie.
Oh, of course, Servando says Costco. Okay.
Really? Just that thick stuff?
Mm-hmm.
It's good, but it's almost like too much. I like to chew on a little bit, but definitely up there as far as beef jerky. But I'm just trying to find something different. I don't mind mail ordering the stuff. We got somebody accidentally keying up there, 1,169 miles away. I have not had Buc-ee's beef jerky yet. It's coming in the mail. It should be here tomorrow. I've heard about it. I keep on hearing about it. I have kids. Got to make it. I hear you. And they're big bags. And you got to... And I think that particular beef jerky, you got to refrigerate after. It's like carne asada almost. I'm on Reflector 1 Charlie, so anybody's welcome to jump down here and say hello. Once again, anybody new to the live stream tonight, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, Joe. Actually, John, and I'm spacing this call sign, set me up with XLX344 Charlie. So yes, I do connect to those. We can connect to that. We can have a field day on that one.
Is that one of those wild reflectors?
It's actually my reflector. Well, John made it for me.
So yes, it is wild.
Well, it's wild within the legal limits.
Yeah, wild within K6EGG limits, yeah.
But you can talk for like 15 minutes straight if you want.
LX3.
We'll get the egg timer going.
C.
Oh, that was quick.
Rick was probably ready to go.
Did you have your finger on the button there, Rick? This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I got my finger on the button because it's an open spot.
I actually used my OpenSpot 3 in my car the other day, believe it or not. Still working good. It actually connects a little bit easier and better and quicker than my OpenSpot 4 that I have issues with.
My OpenSpot 4 sits in the glove box of my truck out in the driveway. When I leave the house, it connects to the Wi-Fi in the truck. When I get home, it switches over to the house Wi-Fi so I can control it from inside the shack on the computer.
Interesting. Very cool. And it was unfortunate we can barely make the contact. Even with, you had 700 watts coming off your antenna over to California and 40 meter to my 100 watts, and still weren't busting through the noise there. Then I don't think anybody can.
Well, I could hear tons of people coming from California on 40. The waterfall was just going nuts. In fact, I'm looking at it now still, and there's a bunch of people on the 40 meters, but I don't know where they're coming from. But if you were to jump on in the daytime, well, actually, I know you're on in the daytime occasionally, but I'm not. But 17 usually gets a good shot to California, 17 meters. And I can fire up the Tokyo high power and probably be able to hit you over there pretty decent. But we got it right as 20 meters was fading into nowhere.
Yeah, it was weird. Over the summer, 20 at night seemed to be, I would say, at best, very good. Or at worst, very good, I should say. And now, I guess, since the summertime has come, that the fall has come, and we're going into wintertime. I guess the band's changing a bit. So I just wish I had better noise floor. Obviously, I don't know if you were on when I was talking with W6NYU. James, he's just about 3 or 4 miles away from me in the city of Chino Hills, next city over. And he said 40 meters is lots of noise on there. So it's not just a local problem. I mean, it's kind of a regional problem as far as a noise, at least in my area. I don't think any type of grounding and weird trickery I can try with the radio is going to help me out with that noise, if you know what I mean.
Time to hunt SoCal Edison down.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck with it. My antenna's right up against a bunch of power lines on the main road behind my house, which isn't too bad because I don't get a lot of noise from it.
But certain times of the year, I can get a lot of noise off of it. With the hex beam, though, when I switch the other bands, like 20 and 17 and 6 and 10 and all that, the hex beam's real quiet, so I don't get a lot of noise on that thing. It's kind of nice. But I've got a double bazooka on 40 meters, set up on an inverted V. I picked it up from radio waves, and that thing just kicks butt. It's such a nice antenna. It picks up everything really nice.
Yeah,
You good there?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the. Looks like somebody was trying to pop on there, so I didn't want to take them out.
Oh, that looks like
Tommy.
the one. Yeah.
Hey, Tommy, go ahead. SA3ATF. This is Greg, K6EGG, in Southern California, United States.
Sorry, I think I keyed over him at first, or either that or he was just logging in.
I think he was just keying up to get it going.
Oh, his audio's not coming through. Wah, wah, wah. I see these keying up.
Yeah, Rick, were you hearing Tommy there? I don't think his audio is coming through. I think I doubled with him at one point.
Yeah, I can only hear yours. I can see that he was transmitting, but I can only hear your audio.
Well, maybe he'll get it figured out, but yeah. So I don't know. I would love to have a beam. I just need to get it above my house, and I have a 2-story house here. I'm pretty much lucky. I didn't even think I'd do as okay as I've done in the last couple months with just the end-fed wire in the backyard there. But I've hit pretty much every continent, and I've just got my DXCC, at least as far as the fake awards on QRZ.
Well, that's good. I'm not even close to that yet. I'm slacking big time in that area. But the nice thing about a hex beam, you don't have to have it real high. Mine's only 20 feet off the ground in the back, and it gets out really well. It's a nice, easy antenna to get going. A lot of guys will have them, and I've seen some guys that I've talked to that have theirs about 6 feet off the ground, and it works great. They're still pretty loud.
Is that did you make it yourself, or did you what's it called? Buy it from somewhere? I'm looking at one online. Doesn't look like probably the one you have, but same idea of it.
The one I have is from K4KIO. Look up that website. He's got a pretty interesting website. He's a super nice old guy that makes those.
Hex beams are pretty cool. I wish I could get one, but I don't have the real estate for it.
I don't know if I have the real estate for it, but I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, I don't know if I have the real estate for it, but these do look nice. It looks like I could put it on the end of a mast, too.
You don't need a whole lot of room. Once you get it above everybody's head, it does okay. I think from the center out, it's only like 6 feet, so you think you only need like 12 feet in diameter, something like that, if I remember correctly. But it says on the website what the measurements are. And you don't have to be real, like I said, real high off the ground to get it to work right. And you could put it on a mast. The way I have mine set up, it's on a ground-mounted tripod. So the rotor itself is only, let's say, 3 feet off the ground. And then it goes up through the ground-mounted tripod, and then a 20-foot pole up in the air with a guide bearing around the 3/4 of the way up the mast. So it's guide, 3/4 of the way up with 4 guide wires to keep it steady. And it was so much easier to put it up that way.
Yeah, it could get a little expensive to do multiple different bands. I don't see 40 meters on though. Is that correct?
That's correct. No 40.
No, a lot of people that are old schoolers, they discourage 40 meters on a disc, or not a disc, on a hex beam, because it's just not efficient enough. Even if you read through the KIO's website, they'll tell you how 40 meters on a hex beam's junk. But Radio Waves makes an adapter where you can make that thing even wider, and it's even more unstable in high winds. And you can add 40 meters to it. They have the Super Deluxe package, I guess they call it. But this one just does 20 through 6, and 40. I've got a dipole up, and it works just as good.
I'm definitely going to bookmark this thing here. Why do we have this conversation? You're going to make me spend more money. You're worse than Scott right now, which I haven't seen in the chat at all tonight.
K0WAV,
I'll look up
Scott?
your email, and I'll shoot you a picture of mine mounted in the backyard so you can see what it looks like. You can laugh at my weed-infested dirt lot backyard.
Bakersfield, Scott.
Gotcha.
Yeah, drop me an email. I'd love to see what it looks like and what type of mask you have it on. I have two different masks I could probably fiddle with to get it up.
Give me a second here. I'm grabbing my phone. I can probably do it from where I'm sitting. It's the wonders of technology. You can send a mail faster than anything.
And you got to have a pretty sturdy mask, too.
Hey, well, you can, if you really want to get technical, just send it through DStar, but I'm not going to put you through that.
I could, but everyone's going to sit and wait while it goes through.
And was there somebody else in there? Feel free to jump in there, W1VET.
Yeah, W1VET. Yeah, I've got the KIO XP myself. And believe it or not, I run it off of a push-up mast that I bought from, from Walmart. And it was cheap, and it goes up in it. It works great. I got it approximately 25 feet in the air. The thing works phenomenal.
I appreciate you jumping in and let me know. Since you're here, how did it do? Did it end a lot of noise for you? Or I should say, did a lot of noise go away for you when you put that up?
Oh, what's up there, Mr. Sadham?
Yeah, I'm in a good spot, so I really don't have a lot of noise around me to begin with. But yeah, the bands are nice and quiet. 20 through 10 meters is great. 6 meters, if you really want to do 6 meters, I would actually get a better one than the hex beam. The hex beam, it works, but I get a vertical, and that works better than the hex beam as far as 6 meters goes.
Copy that. Definitely something I'm going to look at, maybe get at the beginning of the year or something like that. That looks like a nice, doesn't look like too hard to set up. It looks like it's all in components. You just got to put the components together as far as with the website together. So definitely want to try that. Whoa.
I guess that's Sam saying he's here.
Howdy.
What's going on, Sam?
Sam's here?
Oh,
It's
not
actually
too much.
really easy to put together.
Sam, do you want to go to
it
Discord?
was really nothing. I painted mine black.
Yeah, I'll go to Discord.
Because you should paint it to protect it from the sun. Especially I'm here in Florida, so the sun is absolutely horrid. I don't really need something for like the for ice or anything like that. The extra things that he sells, but it holds up really good. The painted it black, you can't even tell it's really there unless you're really looking for it. it works great. I can't complain about it. It works fantastic, and you can actually see the big difference in between my vertical and any of my wires.
I am.
This thing is like phenomenal compared to them.
Why do you guys have to tell me all this stuff? Definitely going to look into this. Maybe watch some videos on YouTube because I'm sure someone put this, did something on this and put it together. I'll give it a try. Do I need to? I need to use the auto tuner on it on the radio? Everything will, everything pretty easy with it.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna need a tuner. It's basically it's perfect right where it is. When you put it together and everything, everything's already pre-matched. You don't have to really cut or anything. It's already done. It's basically put it together and put it up on the air. I think the highest I got is a 1.7, and that's on the high end of 10. But it stays pretty low throughout the entire band, from all the way from 10 to, from 20 meters all the way to basically a big portion of 10.
Copy that. And do you have it grounded?
One big bonus to the hex beam is it also tunes. If you plug it into like a 9700, you can use it for 2 meter sideband because it also tunes 2 meters and 440. And if you plug it in the back of your 7610 and you just use it as listening to AM broadcast, you can pick up amazing AM broadcast with it when you're bored. It's an amazing antenna for that too.
Chris, quick question for Ron. Do you have that antenna actually, and probably, I'll put it over the Ron there. Do you have that antenna grounded as well?
Grounded? You mean regular ground rod stuff? Yeah, I ground everything, absolutely.
I sent you the picture to your email, Greg. It should be in there.
Copy that. I'm trying to fetch it right now as we speak.
I can see the contemplation in your eyes as we're doing this.
I everything is I live in Florida. This is the lightning capital of the U.S. I mean, on our lightning storms, you actually seen bolt of lightning after bolt of lightning within seconds of each other. It's amazing, the lightning storms over here. That's why everything is grounded.
Copy that. I don't really have to worry about, like, for instance, like electrical storm, and just, maybe it will help with the noise or something. I don't know, but definitely gonna look at this, and yes, I am I'm definitely thinking about this a lot now because I want to definitely want to improve myself a little bit.
So I shouldn't tell you about the DX Commander vertical that would fit in the small yards.
Thought to think about. I used to live in Rhode Island, and I moved from Rhode Island to Florida back in 2006, I think it was. In Rhode Island, I had a 40-foot tower with a crisscross X7 beam on it. And when I moved to Florida, I decided, well, I'm not going to go that big outside, so I kicked around things, and I ended up trying the hex beam, and I was absolutely amazed. And I used to run the X7, so I'm comparing an X7 against the hex beam, and I'll tell you, I mean, the hex beam, yeah, it does good, really good, and the X7 did a little bit better, but for what it does and where it sits, I mean, 25 feet in the air, I was absolutely amazed, and it does great. I run 3 radios sometimes at once, or 2 radios at once most of the time, and they don't even bother each other. I use a vertical on one and the hex beam on the other, and they both work great. They don't really hear each other that much. At least off the hex beam, it don't. But yeah, I just ground everything. I can't afford to get hit by weight, and I get way too much of my shack to do that.
And speaking of your shack, I have it up on the live stream right now. You got a few radios. It doesn't look like too many. Looks like you have a 7610, a couple of Yaesus in there, possibly, what is that, a 9700? Yeah, you got a few radios there. Looking nice, man.
I like playing with. It's like I get one to play with it a little bit, and I like it so much that I don't want to get rid of it. My wife don't care. She says, "Are you happy?" And I say, "Yeah, I am." She goes, "Okay, I'm eating. You're staying home. I like it. I'm fine." So I don't argue. I just play.
I hear you there, buddy. Ron, I thank you. Thanks for helping me out with the questions there, and I really appreciate it. And now I got to spend more money, and you and Rick have really helped me out on that. I'm surprised because Scott's not even here to help me spend money. I just got to figure out a way to mount that thing because the mass I have, I don't think will accommodate the 26 pounds. I think I just saw weight on that, so I'll have to revisit this and see what I can come up with. But definitely looks nice. I could probably use my LMR 400 to it since it's long enough to reach that. But I appreciate all the answers there and me picking your brain there a little bit. And thanks again for helping me spend some money.
Glad we can help. Hey, have fun. That's the whole idea. Just have fun with it. And I turned mine with a Yaesu 450, and that sits on the top of the push-up mast at 25 feet. And like I said, I don't have any issue with it. So, and I get some really heavy winds over here. When a thunderstorm passes through, I'll get gusts of 50 miles an hour with no problem, and it handles it with no problem. But hey, have fun. Glad we could help. W1VET.
Now all we need to do is get you a
few pieces of inch and a quarter conduit.
Get you a DX Commander next.
No, they can't put it in
I
his
can't.
yard.
I can't put it in my yard.
I guess I wasn't in there all the way when I was talking.
Oh, a vertical?
I was using 2 inch and a quarter
No.
pieces of conduit screwed together, and that's what's holding up in the air. So they're each 10 feet, and they have a coupler in the middle, and that's what it's sitting on top of. It works really well.
That comes with its own mast there, Greg.
It does?
You can get it with its own mast. Yes. And it rotates. If you get that hex beam, you get that kind of mast, but there's a crank right there where the legs come together, and you can rotate it whichever direction you want to.
And if you have room for that kind of mast in that photo, I know that's not your property, but if you have room for that kind of mast, you have room for a DX Commander easily.
Well, Greg,
this is Rick's. Sorry, go ahead.
For Greg, it's the ground radios, and he has a lawn care service that comes and does his yard, and it'd just be a big mess. And I don't think the wife would want Greg to put a DX Commander up in the yard, period, from what I remember.
Oh, the ground radials aren't an issue. You just bury those about 6 inches under the dirt and let the grass or whatever regrow over them. You're fine.
You don't know his wife, and I'm pretty sure she's not going to let him put up a hex beam either.
Sam, the old rule,
does not do
it's
40.
It's better to ask forgiveness than permission.
You don't know his wife.
Trust me, that's not going to happen.
No,
so
it's not.
What is it? What do you mean by what rotates?
You know, those legs come up to that that push-up pole.
Yeah.
right there, the legs where they come to the pole. There is a crank. There is a crank handle where that was. Can you zoom in on that? All right.
Yeah, I see this right here. Yeah.
Where the red is.
Okay.
They're on a hex beam pole like that. There is a crank mechanism to where it rotates the hex beam. You have to go outside and rotate it whatever direction you want to point to.
Or, just put a rotator on the pole and be done with it and wire it up for wired rotator use.
Well, he can't do that because of sand and the winds. And
yeah, this will be a temporary setup.
Yeah, Frank, he can't do that.
Oh, Sam, as we were discussing earlier, I'm very well aware of what Santa is. You just got to experiment, Greg. That's the important part. Experimentation.
Well, that's what, yeah.
Well, that is a good antenna, by the way.
So the feed point's up on top?
Yeah, it's right there where the spider legs come out.
It's right where the loop is at the top.
Do I need a rotor for that? And Rick, if you're listening, that does come with a mask and everything, mask and stand. He said no. Oh wait, he said no to my first answer, so it's delayed here. No crank either.
They make a pole that.
What's up, Douglas? Nice to see you in here. I have this. So it doesn't come with that stuff, Sam. At least this particular one doesn't.
I'm just saying what I saw on YouTube. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Well, maybe you can add it or something. I have a shack. Well, I'll have to revisit this because I'll have to get something pretty stable like that to get my get that up.
Uh-oh, we lost Sam.
Yeah. I'll have to figure some stuff out here. It might, there might be an add-on for the stand and stuff. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out.
What you do is you go, honey, just be happy you don't have this, and show a photo of a step IR on the roof of a house about 10 feet above the roof line.
Get a Buddy Hex. It's portable. Is that the one you have to tune yourself though? I think N7 UFT has, no? It's cheaper too.
Apparently no. Now see, Scott joined late, but Rick's the one trying to spend all your money tonight.
Oh man, this thing's expensive. This is the thing's just as expensive. Oh. Will that do better or worse? What?
About the same. Actually, I do believe Josh has a Buddy Hex. You could talk to him about it.
That's the one I think I talked to him on. I don't know. I'll have to investigate this here a little bit more, but I need to get out of here. Spend a few minutes with Haley before she goes to sleep because I have to work tomorrow. But I'll be on FT8, so look for me there. I'll be back on Monday night, probably a little bit later than this. No, actually, probably about now, this time. But I appreciate it. Thanks for getting in there. WM7C is actually in there. Of course,
Of course, Scott gets in there.
It looks like he had some loss there, too. Anyways, I need to get out of here. It's getting a little bit late. Thanks for jumping in there, Frank. I appreciate it. And I am a little
time.
And yes, I am a little bit tired for some of you guys were mentioning in there. So don't know what happened to Sam. I don't know if he got cut off on his internet or we're just trying to figure out. But
And just make sure your stream's after Nuggets on Monday because Nuggets is supposed to be a good one on Monday with Temporarily Offline and FEP Labs Radio.
Okay. I don't know what time he comes on, so
4:30 our time and runs for about an hour and a half.
It'll be way after that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what else was I going to say? Less money than I'm definitely going to look at it. It looks like it's a little bit lighter too. So I'm also getting some weird sounds in my ear. I think I got some RFI coming in from my FT8. So I shut that off, but, I appreciate you guys all watching. Anybody new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And, thanks for coming in here, Frank. And I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Now I get to go to work.
Now I get to go to sleep. Almost 5 a.m. Thanks for staying up, Tommy. Next time, jump on the reflector there. We saw you key up. Let's see if maybe next time we can have a QSO or something like that. So I appreciate you watching too. Alrighty. Take care, all. I'm just trying to disconnect on my phone here from the reflector. There we go. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
73.
73.